my leaders, elders, fathers, and brothers here today, let me stand up the protocol established by His Excellency. Well, for me, Mr. Governor has said it all. I don't think I can even add anything, but I must. I came straight from the airport today to this place just to pay my respects to the family. Baba Adebanjo was a father to many of us, and not just to you, Mr. Governor. In fact, he was a father to me before he became a father to you. I guess he was your father by virtue of your office. He was my father by virtue of a personal relationship between the families. But Adebanjo was the very first person, perhaps one or two, but the first person when I came back from America, I wanted to contest for elections. I went straight to his house in Sowore in Abuja. We had a father-son discussion. He advised me, he tutored me, and over the years, clearly, I took a different path. Not in terms of principles, but in terms of political leanings. I've sat in this same house with him several times, and he has continued to mentor me, forgetting the fact that we had divergent leanings politically. When I listened to the governor speaking, he spoke so well and eloquently about Baba Adebanjo. Until he got to the point when he was talking about Ogun State. And I tried to tug at his Agbada, please don't belittle Baba. Baba was bigger than Ogun State. Way bigger. Way bigger. Baba was Nigeria. Baba was Africa. Baba was the world in terms of principles. And it made me recall the words of Martin Luther King when he said, "You do not judge a man by the color of his skin," in this case the state of his origin, but by the content of his character. And there's a content of Baba's character that has made everybody from the north, from the south, from the east, from the west, begin to pour encomiums, begin to speak. And I'm sure you all read the president's statement, which cut very deep to the core of who Baba was. When I heard of his death, and when Adiola called me yesterday, shortly after you called, another friend sent me a message. And he said to me, he thought it was conveying the news, he said, "Oh, Baba Adebanjo is dead." I said, "Yes, I'm aware." So sad. That was my response. So sad. And the friend quickly responded in a very sarcastic way, "So sad, at 96. I understood what he was saying. The 96 is a ripe old age. And it made me think that very rarely, or not often, do you find it difficult to find the intersection between mourning and rejoicing. In Baba's case, the intersection is there, but we don't know whether to mourn or whether to celebrate. Mourn we should not because of his age, and the governor has spoken to that. But and I replied, my friend, it's not about the age, it's about somebody who has been present in your life, all your life, physically, suddenly going away. At whatever age, the loss is very profound. But again, we are consoled by the fact that he has lived to 96. But not only has he lived to 96, again, very rarely do you find people, he's so blessed, do you find people, it's not always about how old or how long you live, but it's about how long and how well. And very rarely do you find people who live long and live well. Sometimes, and in most cases, some people live long, but they do not live well. And some live short lives, but they live very well. Very rarely do you find that combination of God's blessings where you live long and you live well. Baba Adebanjo has lived long and he has lived well. We thank God for his life. We thank God for the legacy he's left behind. Legacies are not about buildings or edifices or structures. Legacies, the best legacies are about the ideals and the ideologies and the principles that you leave behind. Many of us will strive to continue to live those principles. We'll continue to study about this man.